The Republican Party is now the party of the working class man and woman in America. The Republican Party is no longer the party of the warmongers like Nikki Haley. The Republican Party is the party of truth and peace, and we get that with a man named Donald J. Trump. And I'm ready to get him back in office. Are you?
Okay, so we have some drama that's unfolded again in the Republican Party because, like I was saying, the Republican Party has some serious problems. You got the Uniparty, these guys who are all about getting their money, all about not really doing anything for the country, but personally enriching themselves, whether it's through war, whether it's through pushing down some type of policies that's allegedly supposed to help the American people, but it goes directly to these people district and boost companies that they're invested in. So there's a lot of corruption going on in Congress, in DC, throughout these state houses. And the Republican Party is not innocent at all. We know the Democrats are trash. We know the Democrats are corrupt. But the Republicans are corrupt as hell too. That's why we've had the emergence of the American First Caucus of the Republican Party, the MAGA wing, because many of these Republicans, people like Mitch McConnell, who've been running the Republican Party for decades, many of these guys don't really do anything for the country. As long as they can personally enrich themselves, look at Nikki Haley, sitting on the board of Boeing, getting rich, didn't have any money, but all of a sudden she's a multi-millionaire. Look at what she's doing, trying to trash Trump, won't drop out of the race, even though she has no chance in hell because the establishment wing, the George Bush wing of the Republican Party, the never Trumpers, I'm pretty sure they slipped her some money. You have all of these organizations, these companies, she's getting rich off of this. But we're going to talk about Kari Lake. We're going to talk about the Republican Party leader in Arizona bribing Kari Lake to stop running for Senate. So we remember Kari Lake from 2020. She was a fiery MAGA Republican endorsed by Donald Trump going against whatever the hell that lady's name. I can't even remember her name. She's the governor of Arizona now, but she was running for governor of Arizona. And after the 2020 election, there was one of the most flagrant examples of some type of flaw in the election system in Arizona. She sued and lost, but apparently the papers, the ballot papers that the people fill out, were the wrong size in certain areas, mostly Republican areas based on districting. But apparently the papers were the wrong size for the machine, so a lot of those papers weren't counted. But either way, it's been a few years. She got shut down by the courts, didn't win. Katie Hobbs, that's that lady's name. She's currently the governor, trash governor. She's just following the DNC. But now Kari Lake, instead of running for governor again, which is in 2026, she can run for governor again in 2026. She's running for Senate. She's trying to be an Arizona senator this year. She's running in 2024. And the Republican establishment, the Republican leader, came to stop her. So Kari Lake, apparently last year, the leader came to her house and she secretly recorded him. So we're going to listen to this recording to see what the hell is going on. So this guy is Jeff DeWitt, something like that. So let's get into it.
So what's going on? What is? I'm assuming this is our friend.
This is back east. There are very powerful people who want to keep you out.
I know they do.
But they're
Did you hear how he sounded? He sounded like a supervillain from a movie.
willing to put their money where their mouth is in a big way. So this conversation never happened.
This is crazy, though. They should want me. I'm a great candidate. People love me. These people are corrupt.
Well, maybe you're right.
They are right. They are corrupt.
This never happened. Don't go. Do me a favor though. I'll get myself in trouble. If you say no, which is fine, it's your choice. Don't tell people. I know.
They're gonna try to have me murdered.
Not either. Today's world, man. If that stuff that came out last week is right about the cartel stuff, they said the cartel's operating in 50 states right now, like all 50. You know? So
what's going on? Who is it? What?
forget the who. Let me just tell you the what. Let's just say there are people calling around saying, "Gosh, no, they can't repeat this. Never repeat this. If you say no, don't. Because I got offered to buy out. Don't use it. Because then we lose our ability to get things done.
here's my problem. Rather than just say, let's work with her, she's a great candidate. Because they don't own me. And it pisses me off.
Yeah, it's not almost about ownership.
It's about control.
Yeah, this guy, he's clearly just a puppet. He's a middleman. So he's a leader of the Republican Party, what he was because he resigned after this. But he sounds nervous as hell. He sounds like he is having trouble getting the words out properly. And he's just like, please come on. Like, don't make this hard because I'm not really controlling things. Come take the money. And please just don't get me in trouble. This guy sounds scared as hell. He's petrified.
I don't know it's about control. It's about being on the team. I guess that's, you know what I mean?
They want to be on the team.
They want you to be on their team.
Who are they?
You know?
But if they're pushing a globalist agenda, I can't do that. So what do they want? What do they want me to do?
You want you to stay opportunist. But I'll tell you what I can offer you. But
What's the offer?
I said you can do whatever you want. It's a talking head, isn't it? So the ask of me was, it's kind of fun. So the ask I got today from back east was, this has to stay between us. Is there any companies out there or something that could just put her on the payroll and give her to keep her out? Well, what do you want them to do?
There it is. Sounds like something that Nikki Haley engaged in when she sat on the board of Boeing and made millions of dollars. Working as a former governor, former UN ambassador, working with a major defense contractor, a company that makes billions and billions of dollars a year off of taxpayers to make weapons and military equipment, planes and stuff. And it sounds like they're saying, look, you can do what Hunter Biden did. Look, we got plenty of companies, billion-dollar, multi-million-dollar companies. We'll just put you on a board somewhere and you can make $10, $20 million. All you have to do is just stay out of the race, because the reason why they don't want her in the race is a couple of reasons. So she's a MAGA Republican, and the establishment, the Never Trumps, they don't want anything to do with these people. So somebody like Kari Lake sitting in the Senate for 6 years and possibly being reelected, they're terrified of that. So they don't want anybody who's going to push Donald Trump's agenda. They know this is Donald Trump's last run. He's pushing 80 years old. And if he wins, even if he wins, we only have 4 more years of Trump. And these people are hoping that the America First caucus dies out after Trump. And you can't have strong Republican members like Kari Lake who are carrying on Trump's legacy. And on top of that, something that people are neglecting to discuss is Arizona has been getting trounced, in the Arizona Republicans. So these guys, for the longest, they've been the governor, they've been the AG, they've had Senate seats, congressional seats, but the last couple of years, they've been getting obliterated. They lost the gubernatorial race, and I just mentioned there was some funny business going on there. They lost Senate seats. They lost all types of, the Republicans in Arizona have lost all types of political power. And you have people in Arizona and in D.C. who are afraid that these MAGA Republicans are going to cause Arizona to continue to lose. Because they are worrying, look, we've been on a 4 to 6 year losing streak pushing these Trump-endorsed MAGA Republicans. So if we can just get a traditional establishment Republican who's not talking all this Trump-like crap, maybe we can win. So maybe this guy is trying to say, look, just stay out of the race and we don't have to worry about any MAGA. We're going to put in a non-MAGA Republican and maybe we'll have a better shot of winning the Senate seat. Maybe that's what the people in D.C. see too, but there's a combination of it because they may think, oh, we have a better chance. Like Mitch McConnell, he was intentionally sabotaging MAGA Republicans with the funding when they were running for Senate. He was holding back funding in the Senate races of some of the MAGA Republicans. So they don't want these guys running to begin with because they don't like their outlook. They don't like their views, their policies. And then they don't think that these guys could win against the Democrats anyway. They're saying, look, Trump lost to Biden. You lost to Katie Hobbs. Why should we continue to push you MAGA Republicans when all y'all do is lose? So they're just trying to buy her out in a sleazy, corrupt way.
Whatever we need to do.
This is about defeating Trump. And I think that's a bad, bad thing for our country. DeSantis is not America First. This is about the final death blow to Trump. And I don't think that's good for our country.
And you know I love Trump. I love Trump.
It's not good for our country, Jeff.
It's not. But at the same time, I'm not even sure Trump can win again. I don't know that he can win. I think what it really comes down to for a lot of people, it's not really about like control or agenda. It's just about the ability to raise money to win. You know, if you really want to know, all of politics.
Yeah, and who's the chief of raising money? When we talk about these Senate races, who's the chief? One of the most corrupt swamp creatures in the Senate, Mitch McConnell. Cocaine Mitch, Moscow Mitch, whatever you want to call him. This guy is the one holding the bag. This guy is sitting here. I don't know what's going on. Are they like micro seizures, strokes, or something going on? But this man is old and senile. He's sitting here giving press conferences, and then all of a sudden, he goes blank. Just stands there staring off into the oblivion. But they keep this corrupt, senile sack of shit in charge. They let him be the Senate majority leader. They give him all this power in the Senate because he can raise money. Because he's been so deep in the swamp for decades. He has all types of connections. And the people that he pushes, they're going to bring in all sorts of money. And somebody like Kari Lake, they don't want anything to do with her. She's too close to Trump. She's too MAGA.
And even on their end, what makes them the most money?
I know, all these consultants don't want their payday to end. And I don't want to make a deal with these kind of people. This is a hill worth dying on. I'm not, if they're going to steal the election to make me and our movement go away, I'm not letting them do that. I owe it to the people of Arizona
Or
to carry their torch and their voice.
you don't go away, or you pause.
This is the battles right now, Jeff.
And you fill your coffers.
Bro, this dude sounds creepy as hell, man. I tell you, he sounds like some type of villain. I know he's not the one pulling the strings. Like I said, he's a puppet, but goddamn. I want to know how much money have they paid this guy? What's his net worth? What does his house look like? Because even though he's the middleman, he's in a swamp too. So, what's he getting out of this?
No, the battle is right now. The battle is right now, and we don't have time to pause on this battlefield.
You're not. You can't scratch their back. It's not afraid of you.
Yeah.
You don't have anything off, and they're sitting around people that have stuff off of them. You know what I mean? It's just it's a back scratching club. That's all DC is. It's a big back scratching club. You're in no position to scratch anybody's back, and you've already made it known that if you get there, you're not going to scratch anybody's back. I don't scratch people's back. You know, I've been on the outs with a lot of people for a long time because I don't scratch backs. You know, where are we in 2 years if they steal the election again?
Listen to what you're saying. Why don't we do something about it so that we the people can pick our...
What can we do?
I'm not willing to accept that. And I'm going to be the biggest pain in these people's... Go back and tell them that. I'm running, and I'm going to be the biggest pain in their...
I'm willing to tell them that.
And they're going to have to kill me to stop me.
I know. Look.
Yeah, so that's the leaked audio. That's the tape released by Kari Lake herself. So, wow. The corruption in Washington, D.C. is off the charts. Like this guy just said, it's all about money. It's all about scratching backs. These Republicans, these Democrats, these people in D.C. sitting here having sex parties, having drug parties, doing all types of vile, disgusting stuff, and getting rich. They're sitting here having luxury parties. Have you seen those correspondence dinners where they have the president try to be a comedian? He goes there to bust some jokes. Not Biden because he's too senile, but these people are living like royalty. I mean, I thought we were in a republic. I thought the feudalism systems were gone, but we're in the feudal system because the people here are having these high class prestige parties on taxpayer dimes, coming here in expensive suits, having people be butlers and waiters. I mean, it's crazy. And all they're doing is constantly getting elected because DC is in a constant state of election cycle. So it's all about raising money, skimming some off the top, personally enriching yourself, money laundering like AOC did with her boyfriend. But this Uniparty is very, very money hungry. And people like Jeff and whoever they are, which or the powers that be in DC, the people running this stuff, the big donors, the people who control the politicians, they should all be in prison. Why should the people sit here and take this stuff? So let me know what you guys think about this. Leave me your thoughts below. Share the video. Thanks for watching.